we depart, having sacrificed our lives and bodies, friends. Now the nation is in your hands, friends. It was Saturday. The date was May 8th, and the year was 1915. On this day, a dusty storm was blowing in Delhi. Blasts of hot air seemed eager to suck every drop of water from the body. But besides this, something else was also happening in this very Delhi. In Old Delhi, on Bahadur Shah Zafar Road, near the current Khuni Darwaza, located beyond Delhi Gate, where Maulana Azad Medical College stands today, there was a gallows. Hanging was given to the revolutionaries who were passionate about the country's freedom. On that day too, preparations were underway to hang Master Amir Chand, Master Awadh Bihari and Bhai Balmukund. But there wasn't a single wrinkle on the face of any of the three revolutionaries. Instead, there was a dream of the country's freedom in those eyes, which were going to close forever in a short while. Namaste, I am Harpreet Kaur. Who were these revolutionaries, and who among them was Bhai Balmukund, whose hanging filled the country with anger? In this episode of Shat Shat Naman, watch the story that created thousands of revolutionaries like Bhagat Singh. It was September 23rd. The year was 1912. Barely a year had passed since Delhi became the country's capital. Viceroy Lord Hardinge had come to Delhi, and that day his procession was passing near Dhulia Wali Katra, some distance from Shishganj Gurudwara in Chandni Chowk, when two bombs exploded during this time. Chaos ensued in the procession, and there was an atmosphere of stampede everywhere. It could not be found out who threw the bombs, what happened to Viceroy Lord Hardinge, and why did a message have to be sent to King George V of England upon his death. Pausing this incident here for a while, let's go to the India of that era when Pakistan was not formed. The year was 1889. In Kariala village of Jhelum district, a son was born to Bhai Mathura Das. He was named Balmukund. In the clan in which Bhai Balmukund was born, the tradition of dying for one's principles was very old. In this same clan was Bhai Mati Das, who was martyred in Chandni Chowk along with Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji.
Bhai Mati Das, beloved of the Guru, chanting Ram Ram from his mouth.
He was placed between two wooden beams and sawn with a saw. Because of this sacrifice, Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave the people of this clan the title of Bhai. Bhai Balmukund was born into this illustrious clan of sacrifice and penance. The story is not just this much. Balmukund also had a cousin, Bhai Parmanand, who was 14 years older than him and was a founding member of the Gadar movement. That is, Balmukund was born into a revolutionary family. Both he and Bhai Parmanand were different from other children in the village. Interest in studies. He was interested in sports and was always ahead in them. There was a stream near the village. During the rainy season, this stream would take the form of a river, and crossing it was a task only for a skilled swimmer. A saint named Tapsiram lived on the banks of that stream, who was different from ordinary saints. Although Tapsiram also belonged to a wealthy landlord family, he lived in a cave on the banks of that stream. Influenced by Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati, whenever there was a dispute in the village, he would immediately reach there and speak in favor of justice. Because of this, he became famous by the name Maharaj. Maharaj was against the British rule. He had opened an arena where regular practice of exercise and sports was conducted to increase physical capacity. The feeling against the British rule was already in his mind, and when he grew up a bit, he went to study at Dav College in Lahore. Influenced by Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati and the freedom movement of the Arya Samaj, a large number of students there were already present. Bhai Balmukund also graduated from this Dav College in Lahore, and then he also passed the BTC examination with the aim of becoming a teacher. He was ranked third among the candidates who passed the BTC in 1910. Bhai Parmanand had already sacrificed himself in the freedom movement. This had a deep impact on Bhai Balmukund as well. This influence got a chance to deepen when Bhai Balmukund met three soldiers of the Arya Samaj, Master Amir Chand, Lala Hardayal, and Rash Behari Bose, and he became a revolutionary. During that time, Bhai Balmukund had got a job But when he became obsessed with freedom, he resigned from his job. Then his elder brother Jairam Das became worried and he got Balmukund married to a beautiful and well-behaved girl, Ramrakhi. Even after the marriage, Bhai Balmukund's mind did not turn away from the revolution. Instead, Awadh Bihari and Bhai Balmukund prepared revolutionary literature with great determination. And they started distributing it everywhere. Along with this, he also started taking training in making bombs. Due to being involved in the freedom struggle, he could stay with his wife for only a short time. This was the period when King George V and Queen Mary were on a visit to India. A court was decorated in Delhi for their coronation. Both of them were being declared the Emperor and Empress of India. After the Delhi Durbar, a procession of Viceroy Lord Hardinge was being taken out in Delhi. The British left no stone unturned in the security of this procession. Many CID men in plain clothes had spread throughout Delhi weeks before the procession. Even on the day of the procession, the security arrangements were strict. 2 superintendents, 2 deputy superintendents, 5 sergeants, 75 head constables, and 35 mounted constables were in the security line. In addition, the entire company of the 11th Lancers was also deployed. The freedom fighters of the country found all this unacceptable. They agreed with Maharishi Dayanand's statement that no matter how much affection one receives, the ruler of the country must be born from the womb of Mother India. To give a fitting reply to George V, the freedom fighters had gathered in Delhi one by one. The plan was to throw a bomb at Viceroy Lord Hardinge during the procession. Bhai Balmukund, Basant Kumar Biswas, Awadh Bihari, Master Amir Chand and Rash Bihari Bose. The entire group was in Delhi. Lord Hardinge's procession was passing near Duliawala Katra in Chandni Chowk when 2 bombs exploded. The bombs were thrown from a crowd of women. Both the bombers were wearing burqas. There was a slight miss and Viceroy Lord Hardinge narrowly escaped death but was injured. Along with Basant Kumar Biswas, Bhai Balmukund was present in this bombing and they escaped after throwing the bomb. Balmukund was deeply saddened that the Viceroy survived. Therefore, he left his wife with Bhai Parmanand's family and became a tutor to the princes of Jodhpur. The next plan was that Lord Hardinge would visit there eventually and he would complete the unfinished task by throwing a bomb from close range. For a long time, the police could not find out who was behind the Chandni Chowk bombing. But finally, on February 16, 1914, they were arrested. All were accused of throwing a bomb at Lord Hardinge in Chandni Chowk in 1912. Although the crime was not proven against them, the British government sentenced them to death based on suspicion. On May 8, 1915, Master Amir Chand, Bhai Balmukund and Master Awadh Bihari were hanged. The next day, on May 9th, Basant Kumar Biswas was also hanged in Ambala. This unexpected execution made the blood of the countrymen boil and further increased the hatred towards the British. One pain remains in this story. Bhai Balmukund's wife, Ramrakhi, wished for her husband's body to be handed over to her, but the British government did not give her the body. From that day, Ramrakhi gave up food and water, and on the 18th day, she also passed away. Bhai Balmukund was one of the prominent revolutionaries executed in the Delhi conspiracy case. He was a unique warrior, forged in the furnace of the Arya Samaj. Arya Samaj offers its deepest respects to the martyrdom of Bhai Balmukund, Master Amir Chand, Master Awadh Bihari, and Basant Kumar Biswas.